Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel and welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we're taking a look at the Sunnygeeks table from Rathskellers. Now this is the table fully put together and we're going to be moving around and looking at the table, hopefully from different directions, and so you can see kind of how the table works. Now the table itself only comes in two pieces really, which is the metal table here and the legs. All this other stuff on top is extra stuff, and all you need tool-wise, it comes with the thing here. So you have this kind of funky socket wrench here. And it really takes, no kidding, if you have two people, I think you can put the table together in about 30 minutes. Now you'll notice that this is a completely modular table. This looks like a drawer here, and it kind of is a drawer when the table's all put together. But the table is held together with these really strong magnets. So this top part here is magnetically on, and I can slide it around to some degree, but it can also come right off, and you can even see the magnets here on these sideboards. Now each leaf of the table, when I'm done, is going to go back underneath the table. There's some bars where you're able to just slide these pieces right on. So let's open up the whole table and take a look at it real quick. Now, on the outside of the table here, you'll notice I have all these little drawers here. You don't need to have these drawers. It's just something that you can do. And also on top of the mat thing here is a polyprinting mat. Doesn't have to be here. You could just use the wood if you want to. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of the mat right now just so you can see a little bit more of how the table works. So like I said, these are modular, so you can have them on the inside. They're magnetic. You can have them on the inside of the table and on the outside of the table. You can have them with, there's like this. You can put it in the bottom here, or you can leave it without them. If you put one on the inside and on the outside, you can get these boards that fit inside them. Now what this does is it gives you a whole area to play in. You can put a phone here if you want to. There's even room for a cord if you want to put like a charging thing inside here. Your cards can go here. So this is pretty handy if you're playing a bigger game and you want to have all your pieces on the board. And again, because it's magnetic, I can kind of slide it to the position I want it to be. There's also covers for these. We have this one here, which has a spot to put a cup in. And again, you can keep your pieces in the drawer below. This is very comfortable. And if you don't want the cup or don't need the cup, then it's pretty easy. You can just do this, and this covers them all. And it really makes the whole table look good. You can also add in this I've had since the very beginning with the Rathskellers tables. And so this can fit on the table, and then you can put like a board, so you can shorten your table up by putting a board on the end and then closing it like this. So that shortens your table, but it gives you like maybe a spot on the end to put stuff. So I find this to be very convenient if you want to play a game, but maybe you also want to pause and eat lunch. You have part of the table that you can put stuff on top of. But that's not the only thing you can do with the end of the table. For dungeon masters, you're really going to like this next part. So here at the end, you have kind of either a game master's table, or even like if you want to put an iPad here, or a phone, I guess, an iPad will sit there, and these pieces let you kind of modulate. Everything here is very modular. I can pull these back. This wooden piece doesn't have to go here. There's wooden pieces that you can put here to cover these up if you want to. I personally like having this nice area here that people can get into. I don't have to have the drawers here. You can put your books down. You can take off this whole end of the table. Again, because everything in this table is modular, so I can open this up. Down inside here, I can keep my stuff here. And of course, there's a dice tower included, so players will be able to utilize a dice tower. You can stick a dice tower like, whoops, upside down, that's probably a bad way to do it. You can stick a dice tower right here, and the dice tower itself has two sides. If you look on the inside, you can see I can have the dice go out towards the players, or I can have the dice come in towards myself. And there are many different things that you can put. I already showed you these here that will go into these side tables, but there's a whole lot of different ones. Maybe you want places to put cards in them. So you can put those in like that. This one here is for rows of cards. you're a card gamer, this is the one. I like that one. This one here, if you want a whole bunch of small cup holders, this will hold thinner ones. So you can keep all your cups at the end of the table, for example, and you can put them in these or soda cans or something like that. Here's one for 2 big cup holders, and so you can just drop those in like that. This one here has a single cup holder in the middle or something to hold a mug. This one allows you to keep your pieces in like that. This here is used for holding some of the dice towers and things on the table. And finally, the last one here, this is probably my favorite, with the little tray and then a spot for a little cup holder to put in there. So you can pick and choose these one. If you want to keep them in this drawer here, this drawer will keep all the different ones that you have. I like that. I don't know that I would use for myself the modularity so much. I'd pick the ones that I wanted and put those on the table and try to keep them there in somewhat of a permanent fashion. I also want to mention that you have these screen dividers, which can be placed in different areas. Like I could place one here on the DM area, and these have magnetic spots for them, so you can use a metal ball or something other thing to hold a piece of paper on these when you are hiding them. And also, the entire table, especially the top leaves, is water resistant. Now, I'm not going to pour water all over the table here because, well, you all know me, and you know I would gladly do that, but I would still have to clean up the water at some point in some way. But all these pieces, this whole thing looks very modular. So there's a couple things I was concerned about when getting the table is, you know, what do I want to do? How fast is it to change up? Well, it's not that difficult to change up, but likely you're going to keep it the same way. You can see I got pieces all over the place here, but it doesn't take long to take these down and put them away. Well, there you go. That's the Sunnygeeks table. I should mention here that these boards on top, besides being magnetic, have kind of a rubberized thing here, which helps keep the water from going inside them. I personally like this top like this. I think it looks fantastic. The drawers on the inside, this is certainly going to be something that some people are going to want more than others. Rathskellers, folks, they sponsor the show, but they are my favorite gaming company. A gaming table company. I really like what they have. They have great tables. I use them in all our videos. This one is a specific one with modularity. If that's what you're looking for, if you want these drawers that you can use during a game or outside a game, if you're a role-playing gamer, this is certainly something you're going to want to be interested in. And so this table is currently on Kickstarter right now. You pick the base table, and then you can add in all the stuff that you want to. It's fantastic, and I certainly recommend it. I'm Vasel, and you've been watching the Dice Tower with the Sunnygeeks Rathskellers table.